Welcome back to the Celtics Nation Rise podcast, episode 74, presented by Celtics Talk Weekly. I'm your host, Griffin Aldridge. Alongside me, we have Andrew Quinn, Tommy Martinotti, and David Carries. What's up, everyone? Happy Halloween. And I gotta say, we have some sick costumes on here right now. So we'll start off with you, Andrew, go David, Tommy, and I. Explain.
I should not say. I got the Harry Potter scar. I'm Harry Potter. There you go.
I love it. I love it. Wait, why are we rating Andrew's costume?
I'm gonna give it like a 9.2. Like a lot of effort involved. The glasses are perfect. A little red pen on there. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's dedication, bro. I'm not playing any games, bro. I'm not playing around.
That's gonna suck to wash off after. It'll wash off though, Andrew.
Hey, if it doesn't, it doesn't, bro. We move on. We can see another day.
What about you, David? What do you rate it?
Yeah. So, what do I rate it? I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10.
That's
love the
David,
effort.
thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
What do you have going on, David?
So, a bit of a last minute costume here, if you want to call it that. But I just threw on a Red Sox jersey. It's Brian Bayo. Shout out El Nino and shout out the Chase the Monster podcast I'm working on with Lewis.
Yes, sir.
I guess the part I'm more proud of is this headband here. It is a Wally the Green Monster and Tessie reversible headband. So on one side it's Tessie, the other side it's Wally. I got this at a regular season game in April 2024. So this is my more prized possession as part of my Halloween costume here.
I love it. What about you, Tommy?
I kept this simple, kind of a last minute thing, but I got our guy JT. I got his jersey on, so dress up as
We're just hitting up a frat. We're just hitting up a frat Halloween weekend. Just gonna
all weekend.
Bruce McCappa.
I rate David's a 10 out of 10. I rate Andrew's a 10 out of 10, and I rate Tommy's a 10 out of 10.
Griffin, there's someone behind you, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, too. It's kind of scaring me. And
Andrew's making notice was there.
Andrew
Griffin sleeps with that. He's next to him every night.
Listen, it's for Halloween. It's for Halloween. Andrew gives me crap after every podcast, but it's for Halloween. But we got
it's dedication.
We got
throw it all. Go all in.
Go all in. No, that's scary.
Yep.
Go all in.
Do it.
I had it right there, but I'm not going with it. We have the Celtics hat though. We have the Celtics
little Halloween touch.
Yeah, well, you guys, we're gonna go all in for you on the Halloween bit. We're gonna give you guys a lot of Halloween content, but first we're gonna talk some Boston Celtics. And as the week went by, the Celtics went 2-2, 1-2, lost 2. And what are your guys' just thoughts on the week? I mean, Andrew, you and I were in here. Did you hit? Were you right with your prediction? I was wrong. I said the Knicks and the Pelicans, I believe. Yeah. And
wait, where did we go? You went 2 and
we both went 2-2, so we both got it right.
Yeah. I know I had them going 3.
Oh, you had them going 3-1. Yep. All right.
Yes,
so
yes.
I had it right.
I was close, yeah.
But anyways, what are your guys' thoughts about the week? Do you guys think that it was a pretty productive week from Boston, or what are your thoughts? And we'll start off with Andrew and go around.
Yeah, it was a very productive week. You know, they struggled early on. You know, they started off 0-3, but they found a way to win these last couple of games, and now they're starting to form an identity. They're starting to figure out what works for them, what doesn't, and how can we implement what works for us. So it's a step in the right direction, and they're only growing. They're only going to improve from here on out. So it was a productive week. Getting any win under your belt, especially starting off not so hot. I mean, this is important for them to just get that win under their belt and pick up some momentum.
Yeah. What about you, David?
So I think it's crazy. It's not too crazy to say that this team is as predictable, but also as unpredictable as we expected them to be heading into the season. I think we knew they were going to have no problem scoring, and we've actually been one of the better teams, at least out of the gate, scoring-wise. I don't know how the statistic is right now, but I know during the broadcast last night, we were a +7 in the first quarter through the first 4 games of the season in terms of scoring, which was second best in the NBA at the time. So we all knew, especially with adding Anthony Simons to the mix. I mean, we did lose, of course, our best player, Tatum, this season, but we have the scoring to do it. So that's been as good as advertised, in my opinion. Um, Obviously, we knew the rebounding was going to be a huge issue, and this is flashing me back to the good old days of Celtics basketball when it feels like every rebound you grab is takes maximum effort for us to grab it. So that's definitely been painful to watch for sure. But I mean, you just got to temper your expectations. Like for me, I expected that heading into the season. So as much as I cringe watching us try and get rebounds, as much as I cringe watching, the Cavaliers last night wisely pounce on our players to try and whack at Kada securing a rebound, just that second effort, knowing that we're a terrible defensive rebounding team. I expect it as much as I cringe at it, so it is what it is. But I mean, honestly, we could keep the name of the town lately in Boston has been Josh Minot, and I know we're going to talk about him lately, but he has just been a pleasant surprise. So that's the unpredictable part of this season so far for me. Um, we'll see how the season goes. Obviously, we're only 5 games in. I've also been cringing at the people online who have been calling for us to tank when it's only been 5 games in. I mean, let's just see how the season goes. And like, tanking is very painful to live through as a fan. And I mean, I don't really agree with tanking, and I don't think Boston sports teams in the city of Boston should stand for a team that's tanking. So we'll just see. I think that this team is going to be, gritty, competitive. Um, we could very well end up in the lottery, but I don't think that that's for waving the white flag in February, March, or April. I'm just excited to see where this team goes. I think a lot of these guys have a lot to prove for themselves, and it's kind of like a tryout year for a lot of these guys in terms of their future fits on the team. So, it's going to be on a little bit of a winning streak here. A great statement win on national television last night against Cleveland, and I'm just enjoying watching the team right now through everything.
Yeah. What about you, Tommy?
The biggest thing I've been looking at since the start of the year was kind of Mazzulla's adjustments with the starting lineup and just the rotation as a whole, because of everybody's new role that is going to have to get adjusted to on this team. I think we talked about it last night a little bit with Pritchard not shooting the ball that great, but his playmaking ability for the first few games has definitely taken a huge leap forward. And just kind of seeing how Joe Mazzulla plugs and plays with different lineups. I think they've, gotten good minutes from Luka Garza. Of course, Minot's been a huge key that every Celtics fan's been talking about. But just even Baylor Shireman getting an increased role so far. We haven't seen him hit many shots yet, but I think we'll see his development grow as he gets more comfortable on the floor. And guys like Hauser are going to have to step up and shoot the ball at a more efficient rate and take more shots this year. So just seeing Joe Mazzulla's adjustments game to game with lineups, and I think the more we get into the season, the more we're going to see guys solidify themselves. And I'm sure we'll talk about that in a few minutes as well. But just really seeing the lineup adjustments so far this season has been my biggest thing that I've been keeping my eye on so far.
Yeah, well said from all of you guys. And I want to piggyback on kind of what David and Tommy mentioned is Josh Minot. I mean, he's been a huge role in the Celtics season so far. And we went on the recap, and that first win against the Pelicans, we named him your Celtics Nation Rise MVP. And we almost named him Celtics Nation Rise MVP on the second one as well. So honestly, he's just been such a key role for the Boston Celtics. And I want to ask you guys a question is, do you guys believe that he should be a starter for the Boston Celtics? And we can go around and talk about that, but I've seen a lot of great things from Josh Minot, and I've been very impressed, to say the least, of what I've seen from him. So I just want to hear your thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts?
Should be starting because he has proven that day in and day out he's going to give you 110%, that he can give you the intangibles that you're looking for from a player, and he's someone you can trust. And so sorting him into that starting lineup gives you the confidence to have him, gives you the confidence that he's going to help you guys get off on the right foot. And he's proven that already. And then I also think that Hauser coming off the bench is a nice little spark. He's comfortable in that position. He can come off, knock down a couple threes, throw the defense off guard, and really help us, continue our offensive flow throughout the entire game. I just like Minot. I think he's a tone setter, and I think that's what the Celtics need right now.
Yeah, what about you, David?
Yeah, I say just keep starting him. He's brought the energy so far. I love that point that you just made, Andrew, where I think Hauser, I agree with that. Hauser's a better fit off the bench. I mean, we saw it last night with the spark he provided with 9 points and not even a minute against Cleveland. Definitely could use that shooting off the bench, too. We can never have enough shooting, even though we have Simons. So, yeah, I mean, I know Missoula said not to read too much into the lineups, especially early in the season, because it's going to be different every night. I mean, obviously, we rolled with back-to-back of the same lineups with Minot getting the nod at the power forward position. I'd say just ride it out. He's doing everything you want and more, and he's earning the playing time. He's, accumulating the stats. He's playing great defense. He's taking calculated risks. He's hitting shots at a decent clip. He's grabbing rebounds. He's leading fast breaks. I mean, yeah, I just say just keep rolling with them until he proves otherwise. And it's only been 5 games. I don't want to get too excited. He didn't even play in one of the games too. I think.
No,
he didn't play
in New York.
Healthy scratch, yeah.
Right. So, we only have 4 games of data here for Josh Minot, but I mean, it's hard to not be excited about what we've seen from him. And I'm definitely happy it's a multi-year deal too. That's for sure, just based on these 5 games. So, I'm buying a lot of Josh Minot stock right now. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tommy, the question was, do you believe that Josh Minot should be a starter for the Boston Celtics?
I think right now it's really a no-brainer. I mean, you see the impact he's had in the last 2 games that he has started, and then seeing kind of the first 3 games and the rebounding struggles that the Celtics faced. I think he helps with that rebounding. He's only 6'8", but I feel like he plays like he's 6'10". He's very athletic. He moves on the court very well. He's a lob threat. He can catch lobs. He's been shooting 33% this year from 3. I don't love his shot, but he has made timely threes for the Celtics. So, I mean, at this point, it's a no-brainer. He adds size to that starting lineup, which can help them in the rebounding game. So I think it's an easy yes for me that he should remain in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and for me, I believe he's the answer for the Boston Celtics as of right now. I mean, he's an energy guy. He brings energy off of, well, I would say off of the bench, but he's bringing it into the starting lineup. And
From the jump.
Yeah, from the jump. And I think I mentioned this once that he kind of reminds me of O'Shea Brissett. When O'Shea Brissett played for the Boston Celtics, he was very explosive. He brought energy from the bench. And this is a guy where I feel like you develop him this year. And yeah, I think he's the answer for the starting lineup right now. But you develop him, and this would be a great guy to have come off the bench to bring energy late in a game when Jason Tatum comes back next year. And this is a guy who I believe – this was the plan all along. The plan for the Boston Celtics was to develop guys in order to make a championship team down the road. And I think that's an excellent start. And right now, Josh Minot is going to be the answer for the Boston Celtics. And he's starting to get chemistry with the team, and they're starting to I feel it's too early to kind of figure out what Josh Minot is going to be, because we're seeing a lot of good things and players could have good stretches. But I really do believe later in the season, we're still going to continue to see this version of Josh Minot. I don't think this is a fluke. I think this is something that's going to keep going and going, but I'm high on him.
Yeah, and before we switch topics, I mean, they only have him signed for, I think, $2.5 million. So any production you're getting out of a guy signed for that money is good, is a great thing to see. And I mean, he's been more than I think any Celtics fans had expectations for. I mean, I didn't know much about him at all. I saw him in a few preseason games, And even after that point, I didn't think he would be playing valuable minutes during the regular season. But here we are after the fifth game saying, yeah, let's keep him in the starting lineup. Let's see what he can do, because he's proved to all the fans and Missoula the impact that he has when he is on the court. So I think with the contract he's on and the production that he's putting out there onto the court, it's kind of a no-brainer at this point to say that, just give him the minutes and see what he does with it.
Yeah, it's a big win. And for the most part, I mean, whenever he's on the court, his plus minus is insane. I mean, he contributes in so many different facets that it's hard to take him off of the court, to be honest. Like a coach is looking at him and he's like, man, you look at their bench and like, who's better than Minot right now? It's hard to say. He's just doing all the right things.
Yeah, you said it perfectly right there too. And this is a guy, like you said, it's hard to take him off of the floor. I mean, this is a guy that you want to have in all the time because he's just a high energy guy and he can play both sides of the ball too. And he can go in the paint too. That's what I love to see. I love to see the Celtics attacking in the paint, and that's a guy who's been doing it to the key. He's been throwing down dunks, bringing energy, and I just love to see it. And Tommy, I love the point that you mentioned that he's doing it for 2.5 million, which is so insane that we got this guy. And it's insane because he was on the back end of the Timberwolves bench and, he never saw a lot of floor time. And now he's taking every second of that and showing why he deserves to play. And that's what you have to do when you're in that role. You need to show why you're able to play, what you can do to be on the floor and make the coach want to play you guys. And Tommy, you and Andrew could mention this because you guys were in college basketball and like you want to show the coach every single second that you want to be on that floor, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, especially I feel like as a newer guy in that locker room, Quinny, you can attest to this too. As kind of a newer guy in a new system, you really have to take every minute you get on the court and take full advantage of that. And I mean, Minot's done an exceptional job of doing that. And he's really taken his minutes and just ran with them. And now I think we're just going to see those minutes increase, at least for this first half of the season, and then kind of see what moves the Celtics make on the trade deadline. But yeah, I mean, he's made, a huge impact for the minutes that he's gotten so far. And it's just a great thing to see as a Celtics.
Yeah. And honestly, a big thing is just trust. Like when you put Minot out there, a coach can trust that he's going to give you 100%. He can trust that you're going to work on the defensive end and take care of the ball on the offensive end. The coach needs to have that trust in his players. And when you can say from a fan's perspective, from an analyst perspective, I have trust in him, then you can definitely tell that the coach has that trust in him. And so Minot's minutes are only going to increase if he continues to do what he does. And the more minutes he gets, the more opportunity he has to show other aspects of his game that the Celtics can utilize. So he's definitely going to be a key piece this season. And, why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I mess with him. He's good. He's talented. He's a good player, man. And he's one of those guys like I would love to play with, bro. He reminds me of he's like Adam, bro. Like he just makes your life. Our guy Adam Savage, big, lengthy, wing, really tall, can defend multiple positions, contest shots. At times, he led the league in like 68 blocks, some crazy number, broke the record. But like when you have a guy on your floor, it makes everyone else around you their lives easier, so then they can go perform and do other things. So he's just such a guy that just brings energy and guys feed off of that. And that's what the Celtics need right now because offense isn't always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be perfect, but if you can just have guys that bring intensity and create energy, it's going to win you a lot of games. And it's going to keep you in games. And it's going to give you at least the chance. And so if Minot is on the court, he's going to give you at least a chance to win games. And that's all you need. All I want is a chance, right? As a basketball player, all you want is this sliver of opportunity to win games. And then you just run with it. And so Minot gives you that hope. And I love it. I'm very happy to see Minot on the team. He's another guy like that reminds you of like the Jay Crowders and the Marcus Smarts and all these types of players that may not be all stars. They may not be people that you expect to give you everything, but they do give you everything, and that's something to be excited about as a Celtics fan, and something to be excited about from a team perspective because those guys instill a culture. They keep a culture going, and it sets you up for a future, and it sets you up for, and it maintains the Celtics culture that we care about so much, and that's what you love to see.
Yeah, we kind of want to jump into our next topic. And my question to you three, David brought this up last night. I thought it was a great point. Kind of talking about our center position and what it could be looking like moving forward. I think David brought up a great point last night on how Keita is a good option for now, but I think he is going to be in a better position to be our backup center. So kind of moving forward, what do you guys expect from our center position or possible trade deadline moves to bring in a starting option and kind of moving Keita to that backup center option? Because after Keita, it seems like Mazzulla doesn't have another guy that he trusts fully to play that center position. We've seen Garza for a few minutes, and I think he's been good. And we have Tillman, who we've seen inconsistently so far this year. So that's kind of what I got, and I want to hear what you guys think about that moving forward.
For sure. Griffin, you want to take this one?
Yeah, well, I just think I feel like, especially last night, he was very productive against Evan Mobley, and I love seeing his productivity. That's a guy who, I mean, the other night on CTW postgame show, I was saying he's going to get beat up by Evan Mobley, and that would be good for him, but he didn't necessarily get beat up. Like, he had a really good game, and he was getting boards, and which is so important. I mean, he had 13 rebounds last night, and he was just so valuable. And I am so huge on Keita, and I feel like, this is a guy where I would love to see him come off the bench for the Boston Celtics in the future. However, I wonder what they can shop for this, trade deadline. I wonder, because I feel like with some time, maybe he'll get more comfortable, but I don't see him as an everyday starter. I really don't. I don't know what else you guys think about it, but it's hard to see him start out there every night because, he has good nights. And if he keeps putting up numbers like 10 points and 13 rebounds, I would love to keep seeing him play. And I think that he had a very productive night last night, but I don't see him doing that every night. And I think that's the best game he's had already. And I just don't see that every night. And I don't think that will be him every night. You guys know what I mean? Kind of with that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Keita's definitely not your ideal big. He's not. Teams aren't going out being like, we want Keita. This is our guy. Like, we're gonna invest in him. He's going to be our star. He's going to be an all-star. Like, no, he's just not. That's not who he is. But is he a formidable big that can provide some value and can provide some aid? And he may not be a starter and caliber player, but to me, he's showing that he's capable of starting. I think he just needs to show a bit more consistency in his game. I think one thing that you definitely see is in the pick and roll game, he gets a little stagnant up there. His decision making can be a little sketchy where he just sets the screen and they double the ball and he just stays there instead of getting out into space and creating for his teammates. I think sometimes he can run up the floor a little quicker. He can kind of rim run, get to the basket and make him and give his teammates a opportunity to get assists and create. But I think against majority of the bigs, he can put up a fighting chance and he can provide some sort of value. And if he does what he did, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and just contest every shot and play solid, that's something we can be happy about. Do I think he's the answer and he's the guy that's gonna necessarily win us a championship? No, but I do think he has the qualities and has shown us so far that he's capable of giving us what we want. It's just how consistent can he be?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is such a good opportunity, maybe the best opportunity Nemias Queta will ever have in his career, at least to start the season, because he is the starter. And now this is his third year with the organization. Didn't play too much in the championship season. Was kind of an end of the bench guy. Got in here or there. Got more minutes last season, but it was definitely a little bit more. It was definitely inconsistent. It's going to be him at the starting position unless he royally screws it up. He's been the one constant, or one of the few constants in this ever-changing starting five, at least for the first 5 games at center. I think it would take a lot for Joe Mazzulla to think about moving him out and subbing him out for a Garza or a Tillman in the starting five. So again, just what I'm saying is that this is a great opportunity for Queta. Again, he's just such a raw prospect, and he's still younger. I think he's just like mid to late 20s. I think he's like 26 or 27. So he's still got plenty of time to develop. But I think at best, maybe his ceiling is like an average starter on an everyday team in the future. But I think he could be potentially a very good backup centerpiece on a contending team. But this is where it gets into, this is a great audition for him, especially these first 50 games, because I don't envision him being a guy that we trade the trade deadline. But I do wonder how his future looks in Boston, depending on how well he performs this season. Like, if he performs well this season, could we package him and someone like a Hauser to, upgrade that center position? Because we've seen it. The way you win in the NBA these days is you have to have 5 people who can all be threats from deep. I mean, that's why the Porzingis trade was incredible, because we finally had a rim protecting 7'2", 7'3" big man that also you had to respect from deep, so that we could play 5 out and then the paint will be wide open. Right now, Akeda, I think he's looked pretty impressive with, getting opportunities in the paint, at least getting open in the paint every so often, and then, finishing. And he's been, I think, decent shot blocking and rebounding so far in these first 5 games. But as much as he's been working on his 3-point game, he shot only 3 last season. Last night was his first 3-point attempt of the season. So teams are not respecting him, as they shouldn't, from the 3-point line just yet. So I don't think, just especially unless things change again on the NBA, I don't think he can be a starting center in an NBA team, because you can't give 20 to 30 minutes to a guy that at the 5 position can't consistently knock down the 3 ball, or at least be threatening enough that you have to respect him from deep. But I do wonder, how he'll do this season. This is a great audition for him in his future with the team. And I mean, as much as I give him a hard time, and as much as my friends give him a hard time, I do hope the best for him. I hope anyone the best that's on the Celtics. But this is going to be a great, potentially legacy-defining season for Queta in terms of his future in the NBA. And I mean, right now he's doing as good as advertised, and I just hope he can continue this.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much all 3 of you said. I've been a pretty big Queta fan since they signed him. I kind of like what he brings energy-wise. He's obviously had very inconsistent minutes, being pretty much our 4th big man in the past few years behind Cornette, Porzingis, and Horford. So, yeah, this is kind of his time to shine and kind of show what his value is for this team or for another team moving forward. But I think his rim protection and just his lob threat ability, and hopefully his rebounding continues to grow as the season progresses. But yeah, I don't think his shooting is ever going to be at a point where teams are worried about him shooting open 3. So it is a different style of offense that the Celtics are going to have to get used to this year. The past 2 seasons, like David said, a lot of 5-out stuff, 5-out offense that opens up the paint for guys to drive and kick, or drive and try to get fouled and get a layup. So it is a new style, and I think we're kind of seeing them still get adjusted to that. But I'm excited to kind of see what Queta does with this opportunity moving forward, and seeing how the Celtics also adjust and who will become available at the trade deadline. We kind of see it every season when teams kind of know that they're not going to be competing in the playoffs, that they're going to be trading some of their veteran guys. Last year we saw Mark Williams from the Hornets become a big option. And that trade didn't go through because of a physical. I feel like Jonas Valanciunas is a name that's always popping up. I feel like he's with Denver now, but kind of just veteran big guys that will become available kind of later in the middle part of the season. And I'm kind of interested to see who the Celtics will possibly go after and upgrade or not upgrade their starting center position. So we'll see.
Yeah, well said right there. And I agree. I feel like at trade deadline we might see more available centers because I would prefer one that has more experience, but I completely agree. And the question I have for you guys is Hugo Gonzalez offensively ready to be in the NBA right now? Andrew, you and I talked about, like, I think it was last week, if
Yeah.
see him in Maine. And we kind of shut that down a little bit because what he did defensively. However, offensively, he is not there. And my first question is, like, for me, I kind of see it like, when he's out there, they're gonna just sacrifice his poor offense for his defensive ability and kind of substitute that out and have him on one side of the ball. But I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think Hugo Gonzalez is a capable offensive player. I think that he can play off ball. He can cut. He can he can cut. He can move off ball. But I don't know. I think when he has the ball in his hands, and we saw it in last game, he was only in the game for like a couple minutes. And when he was in the game, he looked very tense. The ball was here. He was kind of flat footed. He wasn't looking to attack. He just wanted to get the ball and move it off of him. And when you're in the NBA, you have to be a threat to the basket. You have to be able to attack your defender. You have to be able to drive to the rim, get into the paint, and make a decision from there. And he didn't do that in those minutes. And I know it was only a short sample size, so we can't say, man, stuff happens. You're not always going to make the right decisions in that offense, but he had a couple cross court passes that definitely could have been picked off. They were sketchy passes. And so I just think he's a little timid on the offensive end. And that comes with time. But he is a pro though. He did play in Madrid and he's experienced what it's like to play against good defenders. He knows what it's like. And so I don't know if he's as capable on the offensive end as we'd like for right now, but he's only 19 and he has the ability to grow. That being said, there's not as much trust in my eyes at this moment when he has the ball in his hands on the offensive end.
Oh, you go ahead, David. Sorry about that.
Everyone's kind of okay. I think we're good now. Everyone was just lagging for me.
Oh,
so yeah, I think going off the key word that we were using earlier for this season, especially for the bulk of the roster, is the word development. And I think we're all definitely impressed with what we've seen from Gonzalez defensively, as it's been touched upon. But I don't see any reason why maybe it wouldn't hurt to send him down to Maine for a few months just to work on his offensive game. Maybe call him back up in like February or March, but I just don't know if there's going to be really a spot for him to get minutes here or significant minutes. If you want to keep doing a rotation and like a rotation of wings and figuring out who works well when and where, like obviously Joe Mazzulla can do that. He's the coach. I can't tell him what to do, but I don't think it would be a bad idea to be patient with Hugo. He's only 19 years old, as it's been said. Have him go down to Maine, develop the offensive game. He's already getting kudos from everyone for his defensive game. Even though Jalen Brunson had 30 points or whatever it was, Jalen Brunson, I think, gave him kudos. The broadcast gave him kudos for how well defensively he played in that game. So the defensive stuff is right up to par, but I don't see why are we going to rush him, a 19-year-old kid, where there's no expectations this season for the Celtics. There's no reason to rush him. Just develop him accordingly, have him go down to Maine, work in his game, get more comfortable down there. He's probably not going to have the minutes up here, especially if Josh Minot continues to play as well as he's been playing. So I would say, have him go down there, sell some tickets up in Maine, have the Celtics top pick be the prize possession in Portland and have people go out to see him and see a potential of the future. But that's what I would do. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's what us fans want to see because us fans are very eager to see how our prospects that we draft play right away. But I mean, you can go back as most recently as last season when like Baylor Shireman. I mean, it's a different circumstance because there wasn't much expectations for Shireman, but it wasn't really until March where he was getting consistent minutes with the team. And I mean, we had most of our, playoff seeding wrapped up by then, but it doesn't hurt for a guy to spend a few months in Maine or just keep shuffling him back and forth between Maine and Boston when you need him. But I'm all for being very patient with the Hugo Gonzalez development here in Boston.
Yeah, I agree, David, with pretty much everything you said. There's no reason to rush this guy into playing big minutes. It's funny because I hopped on the recap after the Knicks Celtics game. We were kind of like, oh, well, what are his minutes going to be moving forward? And we were all kind of like, oh, well, his minutes will increase. There's no way that he won't see a lot of time on this court. But it's funny because that Knicks game was the one game where Minot got no minutes, and we were kind of still really seeing what the laps were going to be looking like. Bench wise, especially. So I think it is smart to not rush him, let him play in the G League, let him gain confidence on the offensive end in Maine, and kind of see when you want to bring him up and how he develops this season. He's only 19, like we've all said. I mean, his defense has been nothing short of spectacular, in my opinion. Brunson had a great game against Boston, but I think when Gonzalez was in the game, Brunson was getting nothing easy. Gonzalez was making everything hard for Brunson, picking him up full court, contesting all shots. And I think his length for his size is going to be very disruptive in upcoming years for players that he's going to be going against.
Yeah, I mean, well said. I feel like Hugo Gonzalez, he's still 19 years old at the end of the day. He's young. He has time. He shouldn't be rushed and again, I don't mind giving him minutes. Like, I'm not Joe Mazzulla, so I can't say I don't mind, but I don't mind Joe Mazzulla giving him minutes because, again, it's kind of a retooling year. But at the same time, I still think we might see a little bit of him in Maine just to work on that offensive game, but still unsure really what can come above it. But one thing I want to kind of transition into, and we're going to give you guys more Celtics talk if we have time, but I am ready for the Halloween costumes. I don't know about you guys, but we're going to start some Celtics players costumes here, and we'll do Celtics players first, and then we'll transition into NBA costumes. But we have to rate every single costume we see, 1 through 10.
We'll see. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll go through, and once we're done with the Celtics, we have to pick our favorite one. All right, so let's go through. Good. We'll start off. And this is my personal favorite. We're starting off with Grant Williams.
What a costume.
All right, and I'll show the other one.
I love that clip so much. I watch that clip like once a week of this video.
Oh, I love it. So we'll start.
Man, Grant Williams was something else, dude. I liked him as a player, brought some energy, but sometimes he's just a
he was a character. So we'll start off. We'll go Andrew, David, Tommy, me. What do we rate it? A 1 through 10.
I like the dedication. It's got a good story behind it. I'll give it like an 8. I'll go 8.
All right, so I'm gonna go 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10, but the undersized like Batman cap just looks so stupid on him. So that's like.
I mean, yeah. Come on. Grant's got some money, right? He could get a.
His nose doesn't fit the damn costume.
Exactly. So that's why it's a 9 out of 10.
He looks like he's gasping for air, dude.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 7.9. I mean, I loved Grant Williams, but yeah, he was kind of the guy that everyone got to pick on, I feel like, on the team, and he embraced that. I feel like he embraced
it. Yeah, he did. There's always someone.
Tatum, you're that guy too, man.
No.
Well, I'm gonna have to
Chuck.
I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give
Griffin, giving everyone a 10 out of 10.
No, listen,
You're
I'm gonna
setting
be,
yourself up.
no. I'm gonna
Because then, like, you gotta be careful with your 10s because you know if you
10
don't
out
get
of 10,
10s, then the
Breaking
10s
the
break
costume
like
market.
10.
All right, I'll
Come
give
on
it a
now.
9.9.
Okay, all right.
Because I just
That's
think it's a
reasonable.
great costume. I think it's funny. Every time I think of Halloween, I'm like, oh, Grant Williams, Batman.
I do like it because he wasn't trying too hard. Sometimes
Can I
people go with the costumes and they do a little too much. You know what I mean? Like they go above and beyond, and
Oh, we'll see.
it looks like a real costume.
Can I say one more thing about this?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That game, obviously we know why he wore that because I mean he's the Batman that locked down the Joker earlier that year, not that season, but earlier in 2022, the year we went to the finals but lost to the Warriors. He locked down Jokic in Denver, and we crushed Denver that game. I think he gave himself that nickname, and like Tatum was like, "I'm not calling him no dang Batman. Like he's just Grant to me." And that
He's really
was
Robin.
moment.
He
Then
is.
this is the next season on Halloween. He comes into the game wearing this. So like imagine if he wore that and we lost that game, like how stupid that would have been going down the walkway with that on. But we end up winning that game. I think we beat the Wizards by like 22 points. This is now 3 years. I think this is actually 3-year anniversary today of that happening. And he did the post game press conference. I watch that video like once a week. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Grant Williams did the post game press conference in the Batman costume. He did the Batman voice, and you can hear Tatum in the background say, "What the F are you doing?" And Grant Drake's character. Anyone who's watching, please look up the clip on YouTube. It's the funniest interview I've seen. Like Grant can't stay in character. He just starts chuckling so much, and like you can hear the journalist just like muffled laughter behind all that. That is Grant Williams' greatest contribution in the NBA. Whatever he goes on to do, he will always forever be known for that moment.
I think it's even funnier because like a lot of Batman costumes, they'll have like the abs like built
Yeah.
into it,
Does he have
but it's
them?
nothing. It's just
Oh,
He has
tight.
them. They're
I
there.
see.
Actually, there are abs. There are abs. Never mind.
Oh,
But
that's
even having number 3 on the costume to me, like it just it I don't know. I've seen better Batmans.
well. We got our next one. Any clue who this one is? I just want to ask. Does
Yeah,
who is it?
Oh, that's Tatum.
Tatum.
That's his mom.
That's Tatum. All
His,
right,
his
all
mom
right.
and Deuce in
Mom-
another Batman costume.
His mom and Deuce give it away. I think Deuce has the better Batman costume there. See, it actually fits his face. But we also got this one from Tatum as well.
Aw.
Young Tatum, young Deuce, man. Wow.
Young Tatum. That's
So-
so crazy, man.
I think we gotta rate this one because we have to admit the clown one. We could kind of throw that out. A
Yeah,
clown.
we'll get.
All right,
yeah,
so
we'll throw
let's
that out.
rate. Let's rate the Incredibles one. Let's rate this one.
Incredibles.
Where are we rating it? A 1 through 10. Andrew, we'll start off with you.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I like it, but not a lot of creativity in it. It's just he just went to Spirit Halloween and said, "Let me throw on an Incredibles outfit and all that." At least the Batman Grant Williams story has some story behind it. You know what I mean? So I think it's funnier. So I'm going 7.5. But I'll give it. But I do have to realize I do forget that Deuce is in it. But no. I'm going hard. 7.5, man. Who cares?
What about you, David?
I'll just give it an 8 out of 10. No real logic, but I'll just say 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I like it. Don't it's like Andrew said, just your typical Halloween costume. So I'll go 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think you guys are hating, man. I'm giving that one a 9.2 because I love the movie, first of all. And, man, it's just like young Tatum, young Deuce. He's being a good dad, getting his son.
Right.
I love the movie. I love Tatum, young Tatum specifically. That had to have been his rookie year. It looks like
For sure, yeah.
I think that's his second year, probably.
Is it a second? Yeah, I'll go 9.2 on that.
Tommy, you changed my opinion on it. I was just gonna give it a 7, but I'm gonna go a 8.8. I'll go 8.8.
8.8. Okay.
8.8.
I like that one. So are we all in agreement though that Tommy might be against us?
I'm against it. I'm against what you're
all right. So you're
I got Tatum's costume over Grant for
Tatum's on top right now for Tommy.
all right. And then we all got Grant. right now.
I'll go Grant. Yeah, I'll go Grant.
Grant, it's going to be hard to top that for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know. I think he might have some good costumes in here. We'll see. But
All right. Ready for the next one, you guys? We have unicorn. We have
Oh,
Chris
that's obvious. Yeah.
Porzingis. What are our thoughts on this one?
I'm going negative. Like
What,
a 2,
negative?
dude. That mask looks stupid. I don't like it. It's disturbing.
So what
There's
are you
something
going-
off about it. It looks
Oh.
like I just can't rock with it.
Did you just say it looks like
Okay.
art back there?
Yeah, it does, bro.
That
I just
thing's
can't rock with it.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. It's gonna
I
come
just can't
attack.
rock with it. It's scary, man.
So what do you
I'm not
give it,
messing
1
with
through
that
10?
unicorn.
What do you give it 1 through 10 then? Where are we giving KP?
All right, I'll go a little higher. I'll go like a 5.
5.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, David?
That's a 1 out of 10. That's just so lazy. Like, that's lazier. I came up with this 5 minutes before the podcast. That's just even lazier for me. I'm like, come on, Tyson. Put in a little bit of effort.
What about you?
There's effort in the playoffs.
Was that for Halloween or was that just cause?
I think that was just because, but it's a costume.
It's still
All
still
right. I think you guys are being a little harsh. I'll give it like a 7.9 just because he was the unicorn, man. Like that was
right.
his.
It is cool. Yeah.
So there's like Quinn, you were talking about a story. There is a little bit of story behind that.
There
Yeah,
is a little more.
it's-
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We are being very harsh.
I'll give it a 7.9.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Stand by my score.
I'm gonna give it a 6. He's the unicorn. He's a unicorn. All right,
Yeah,
now
you're right.
so let's admit he is bumped out. Now we have countless Paul Pierce costumes. So I'm just gonna go through and we'll tell me what your guys' favorite is.
Right.
So right here, I have no clue what he is. Do you guys know in this one? It looks just
It's
like
it's
Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls. Yep.
And
But I
then
don't know who he is. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I have no clue. Well,
That could be our viewers could be like maybe our age, but I don't know. I don't know who that is.
yeah, and then this one's my favorite. Looks like a bug.
That is a crazy look.
Then we got this one. He must be in this Captain
He
America.
was on the
board top.
Yeah.
Then we got this one, Buzz Lightyear. The list just keeps going. Then we got Scooby Doo, basic
Scooby-Doo?
onesie.
Okay.
Then we got I don't even know what the heck he is in this one. Any guesses? Maybe.
No,
I don't
I think. Oh, we should know this one.
I feel like we should too. And then this one, he's a pirate. So,
Pirate.
what are our thoughts? Do you guys have a one that you think was your favorite?
The
I
second
think
one.
Captain America.
Okay. All right. What
Captain
about
America is funny. I think it was funny too. It's another one of the Grant ones.
this
that
one?
one's crazy. I'm not
One
gonna lie.
right where this one?
Ooh,
Yeah, that one. It's another one that's
Oh.
crazy because like the mask looks so like the way it's fitting his head looks just dumb. But I'm going for comedic effect. I think that's my favorite.
And what about you, Tommy? What one's your favorite?
I'm gonna have to go with Buzz Lightyear, man.
Buzz
Oh.
Lightyear is funny too, dude.
So
Movie- I'm going with like kind of the movies that I liked growing up, so I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
the Buzz Lightyear.
He's flexing in it.
It's just Paul Pierce, man. He is now that he has his own podcast. Like we kind of see a different side of Paul Pierce, so that's
Yeah,
kind of what
he's comedy,
in my
bro.
mind.
He's
So
hilarious.
I'm gonna go with the Buzz Lightyear.
All right, and has he beat either Jason Tatum or Grant Williams? Are we agreeing that he hasn't, or anyone changed?
No, you don't think so?
I don't think he has. What about you guys?
I don't think so.
Any of those costumes beat Grant Williams Batman
No,
or
I don't
Jason
think
Tatum?
so. Not quite.
No, I don't think so. But I think it's very close. It's very close because those costumes.
Wide variety.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Variety.
The
He shows
Captain-
dedication. He's got some dedication.
And we have a go ahead, David.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, it's close between in terms of, like basicness between Captain America and Incredibles, but I would still give Tatum the slight nod in that.
Oh, okay.
I agree. We have our last Celtic, and then we're going to move into some NBA players, but we got Jaylen Brown. Listen, I know this isn't even a Halloween costume, but he just looks like a bug or something, like with those glasses. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I
it's,
agree.
it's very Jaylen Brown. He kind of
I low key mess with him though. I low key mess with the glasses, bro.
I do too,
Kind
but
of,
what
it's kind of fly, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
do we think
Full
that's
body
more
factor.
so- yeah, do we
It's
think that's
futuristic, man. He's
Yeah.
on brand with Jaylen Brown. You know, he's definitely playing his 741 performance branding. He's done a good job with that. But I like them, dude. I look. You think they're futuristic. They're actually sick. I know Justin Jefferson was rocking them and pulling them off well. So I think it's got to be a certain person to rock them, but they look dope. I mess with them.
I agree. So are we all in agreement though? All right, so Tommy had Tatum winning and we all have Batman, correct?
Yeah, guess we're going Batman.
That's what we went with for Celtics. All right.
Yeah.
So
Thank
now
you.
we're now gonna move into the regular NBA players, non-Celtics. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little fun game. First, we're gonna have to guess the player. And
Mhm.
then at the end of it, once we're all done, we will all pick our favorite costume, who had the best
Okay.
one. So there are a couple it's the same player but couple costumes. So if that's the case, I'll just flash them all in a row after we guess them.
Okay.
But let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Who do you guys think this is? Any guess?
My guess is LeBron because of the walk.
Oh, that's a good call. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you want me to let you guys know? I'll let you guys all guess. And then I'll let you guys know who it is.
It's LeBron or AD.
It's a tough one to go against, but I'll go.
You could say the
I'll go
same
AD.
as Tom.
I'll go AD. Yeah, I'll go AD. I'll go AD.
What about you, David?
This is a tough one. Who? I don't. Jeez.
No, the walk's giving me LeBron. It's got to be LeBron.
It's not tall enough to be like a Luke.
Oh.
Barnett.
I see something else in this photo too that gives it away.
Yeah.
Staples Center. I just said it out loud, didn't
Yeah.
I don't. Luca? Austin Reeves?
Oh,
You guys ready? Are you guys ready for me to give it away?
yeah. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Tommy was right. It is LeBron.
LeBron.
And
Oh,
here
yeah.
are a couple more LeBron costumes. We will flash them.
That's dedication. He went all in. He spent a bag on that. Not gonna lie.
Well, we got more too. We got the Beetlejuice. So LeBron's showing in work. I mean, we gotta give it to LeBron.
He's not playing around. No.
All right, you guys ready for this next one? I have no clue what this is, but you guys know who this is. Guys know.
Oh wait, I actually think I do.
Who do you think it is?
It's Wemby.
All right, we could all just say, yeah, that's Wemby. Like, who else is that called? Does anyone know?
Blind guess.
I just knew it was Wemby because I've seen it before.
Yeah, everyone's seen this one, but
I don't know what it is though. I'm not
I
gonna
have
lie.
no clue what it is.
Must be from some show or maybe an anime or something, but I don't know.
And then we'll give it this one as well.
Oh,
you guys can literally see that.
That looks like.
Dude, I don't mess with Slenderman. Slenderman's scary, bro.
Well, he had that one. That one's a scary costume. I gotta give him that. And then we got
that's a good one. Yeah, when I was younger, we went to this Halloween like a haunted house, and they had a Slenderman. Man, I don't like that guy, man. He was on stilts. I really should have just pushed him off. But I restrained myself. That guys, you don't mess with Slenderman, man.
You don't mess with Slenderman. All right, who do we got here?
Oh, that's easy.
Who is it?
Giannis.
David.
That's Giannis. Yeah, definitely.
That's Giannis.
Yeah, that's Giannis. All right, we'll move on to the next one.
Westbrook.
Everyone should know who this is.
Westbrook wears those overalls any day of the week, dude. That's like a normal fit for Westbrook.
Yeah, without the face mask and everything, the paint.
Yeah. If you just took the face mask off and the hair, that's a normal fit for Westbrook.
That is. And maybe the staples out of his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. who do we got with this one? You
Ooh.
guys
Where's
can
Waldo?
face.
That's Where's Waldo.
Paul George.
No,
Yeah, that's
Paul George.
Uh,
Mr. Playoff P. Podcast P. Mr. Paul George.
That I have to say that's a pretty good costume, though. You know,
It is.
I think that's pretty creative, man. Who thinks of that?
It is nice.
Waldo?
It is very good.
All right, now we're getting into hard ones. Who do we got for this one?
Well, I know who this is, but I'll
Oh, I
let
know
other
who
people
that
guess.
is too.
David, do you know who it is?
David, do you have a guess?
Is that Westbrook also?
Oh, all right.
Uh,
Someone say who it is.
AJ Redick.
Reddick.
It's AJ Redick.
AJ
What a
Redick.
costume. That's awesome.
That's iconic.
I think
All right.
that's hilarious.
We're getting into some tough ones now, I do have to say. Any guesses?
Oh, I know that.
Oh, is that I have a guess.
Who is
Yeah.
it?
Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
How do you
Because he loves his guy.
Stone Cold? And then we have
Stone
some
Cold.
other Lillard costumes here.
Oh,
we got
that's a nice costume.
Flintstones, and we got
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a
I like
yeah.
that.
when you settle down, get the wife and kids, that'll be a fun time. Getting the costumes. That'll be good.
all right. This one was a tough one for me, but I bet one of you guys know it. I didn't even know who this was until I had to look. Any guesses?
Oh, I think
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
I think I have an idea.
Who do you guys think?
Is it Austin Reeves?
What about you, Tommy?
I have no idea. I don't even have a guess. I don't know this one.
Steph Curry.
Oh,
that's,
jeez.
that's a good one, Steph. Okay.
That's a
Okay.
great one.
Steph is not playing, and he's got the speaker too. Look at he's got the accessories for the
Are
music.
those have to be his shoes, right?
Yeah, those are like early Steph Curry's.
Yeah.
I believe.
All right. I think I got you guys on this one. You guys might know who it is,
No, I think I know.
but it's a pretty good costume, I have to say.
I'll let other people go before.
I have no idea.
Random
Booker.
Devin Booker. All right, Andrew, who do you think it is?
All Depot.
Yes, it is. And I have to say, this is giving that Grant one some competition.
Yeah, that one's tough. I messed with that.
Trey Young.
Oh, that's too easy. You can see the
Yeah.
hairline.
You
You
can
can
see
see
his
where
hair.
the hairline's at.
All right. Now we're getting into some tough ones, and I'm not even gonna lie. Does anyone know?
Halliburton.
I can't say.
Dennis Schroeder.
And I believe we lost Tommy, so I'll give it away. It is Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan.
Oh, Jordan Clarkson. Okay.
All right, this
I
might
like that one.
Yeah, that one was a tough one for sure. This one might be one of the hardest ones. Any guesses? This one is the hardest one.
Isaiah Thomas.
TJ McConnell.
It is Colin Sexton.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That really
Because
is.
it shows like no personality behind the outfit. You know what I mean? It's just scary. So you have no idea.
And then who do you guys have for this one? This one's tough.
Oh, you can only see the face a little. You know what I mean? So I can't tell.
Good costume though. It's the
Great. This is
Kyle.
actually probably one of my favorites. I think there's a lot of thought goes into this one.
Who? Any guesses?
Kyle O'Quinn, the Knicks guy for a few years.
Andrew?
Anthony Davis?
JaVale McGee.
Oh, yeah, I could see it in his face.
Yeah.
I could see it. He looked familiar, but I just couldn't think of it.
Isn't this Lord of the Rings too?
Lord of the Rings, yep.
All right, we have a couple more. You could see his face. You guys should know who this is, but I think that's that. Have you ever watched the Goofy movie?
Yeah,
Never
I
seen
have.
I think it's that thing from the Goofy movie, but you guys can
Why
see
can't I tell? Oh, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie
Yes.
Jackson, right?
Yeah,
Reggie
yeah. There we
Jackson.
go.
All right, we all see his face, but what a costume.
Malik Beasley.
Malik.
I like that. But I don't like. You got Spider-Man and Superman.
Yeah, that's
Where's
kind
the
of a little.
connection here. You know where
Yeah, no connection.
we
No.
got to have a little more thought going into that.
And then
Oh,
You guys know who
Clay.
it is.
it's obviously Clay. That's
That
an
one-
iconic.
This is one of my favorites, but
This is iconic. Like it fits Clay. He did it right. It's a good one.
so what are you who do you think had the best costume out of all of those? And we'll start off we'll go around. Any guesses on who you think had the best NBA costume? And we'll have to
I have mine. I'm gonna
who is
go JaVale McGee. I'm gonna go JaVale McGee. I
okay.
really liked it. It's right in the Harry Potter realm. It's got a nice. It's like it's creative. It's original too. You don't see that out there. You don't see a lot of Lord of the Rings costumes. So I think it's got originality to it. It's unique, which is nice. There's a lot of costumes out there. People are just rocking the same ones. Whether it's a boxer or these guys or the prison. People love the prison costumes. They love
Yeah.
to dress up into the orange and in the black sandals. That's their go-to. But you don't see a lot of Lord of the Rings. So I like the creativity, I like the originality. And I think that's my top one.
Yeah, and
Look at it, and then you even got I forget the name of the that evil person down below, but you got the ears. I mean everything about it, and he used his height to his advantage.
it worked.
Let's
It
go
worked.
Lord of the Rings.
What about you, David?
I got to go with JJ Redick for me. I would have never guessed in a million years that was him that did the Lego piece, but yeah, that's pretty creative. That's a nice little throwback to my days as a kid playing with the Legos, playing the Lego video games with the Lego people, seeing the Lego movie. So I have a personal connection to it. But yeah, that's a clever one right there. That's my favorite of the NBA players.
Yeah, and we'll flash that one up for you guys too. And my favorite, I would either say I liked Klay Thompson, but I have to. You guys are gonna kill me. I'm gonna just flash it, and you guys are gonna see it. I'm giving it to LeBron. I have to give it to the Freddy Krueger one because that one just it was clever with the makeup and stuff like that. I mean, he worked hard on it, so gotta give him some dedication. People do Freddy Krueger, but no one works outside the box and gets like actual costume people to really put on makeup like that. So kudos to LeBron. But you guys, we're creeping up on the end of the podcast. So before we close out, we are going to go on our predictions till we come up next time. The Boston Celtics tomorrow night on Halloween face the 76ers in the first in-season tournament game. And then they face the Rockets on Saturday, Monday, the Utah Jazz, and Wednesday, the Washington Wizards. What are your guys' prediction on what we are going to go on this stretch? Because I tell you what, it's not I mean, you have two games that are kind of tough ones and then two games that are kind of expected to be competitive with. But what are your guys' thoughts? Anyone has their predictions yet?
Yeah, I mean, I can start us, and I'll say we're going to go. I think we'll go 2-2. I could see us losing, unfortunately, these first two games against the Sixers and Rockets, two tough opponents. And as much as I don't want to lose to Philly two times this early in the season, I mean, they're on a heater right now. So that could absolutely be a loss. And then the Rockets, we could squeak out of there with a win, but we're not going to squeak out of there with any bruises, without any bruises. That's for sure. The Rockets are going to play us tough, could wind us down physically. So that could be a tough one as well. But I feel pretty good about our chances at home, also against the Jazz and the Wizards. You know, I think we'll take those back too, and I think the first two could be a little bit troublesome, not for a lack of effort, but just due to the other teams probably having a bit more talent than us at the moment.
Yeah. What about you, Andrew? Oh, you're muted.
I'm gonna agree with the 2-2. But I do think we're gonna get the Sixers on Monday. I think big stage. We have some momentum right now. Sixers are 4-0, I believe. They haven't had a loss yet on their record. So they're due for one. And for the Celtics, who just played them first game of the season, they got a kind of sour taste in their mouth from that game. Aren't happy with the results, obviously. I think they're going to come in ready to knock them off from that 4-0 spot and kind of get a little revenge in that game. So I could see us defeating the Sixers. I just think the Sixers are due. For the Rockets, I think they're just really good. I think they have a lot of length. They're tall. So that's going to be tough for the Celtics to guard throughout the entire game. And I think that's going to challenge us. And I think the Rockets will get that game. For the Jazz, I think, Lauri Markkinen's playing well. They don't look horrible. They look talented. I think that could be a game where you kind of get, you're coming off of a Rockets game and you're like, oh, this could be an easier match. And then you kind of underestimate them. They end up finding a way to keep this game close. And then it gets to the late stages of the game. And at that point, it's anyone's game. So I could see that. And the Wizards, I think we got it. I think the Wizards are the team that's forming their identity. They don't know who they are right now. So you got to capitalize on that team and get that win. So 2-2.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to say 2-2. I'm actually going to say 3-1. Sorry. You guys both said 2-2. I have to say, I really am confident in the Celtics this week. I feel, they're heated up after those wins and they're going to continue to keep winning. And I believe they're going to beat the 76ers. I feel like they'll fall to the Rockets. And then I believe they'll beat the Jazz and Wizards. I think they're going to go on a good stretch. And, they've really impressed me. And if you keep seeing Minot in the lineup, I feel like that will be a great factor. And I think they're going to go 3-1. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. Andrew, you went 3-1 last week. I'm going 3-1 this week.
I'm not going to lie. 3-1 definitely did cross my mind for sure because, like I said, I think the Sixers get. And Rockets is a tough one, but the other two teams are definitely up in the air for me. I mean, not the Wizards, but the Jazz. I don't know. It's just they seem to be like this young core that's kind of, I don't know, cheering each other on, working together. Like there's some good energy over there that could potentially, affect us. So we'll see.
Totally. And last question. Are any of you guys going out for Halloween or something? Is that the costume we're getting, Andrew?
I don't know if it's going to be the same glasses. I'd like to, if I do go out, I don't know, but I'd like to get a bit of a upgrade on this. I think Griffin could potentially help me out on that in that area. So I'll have to hit him up for a little, like actual scarf, a little Gryffindor scarf, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but if I do, I'm excited. If not, it's all right. But to everyone watching, happy Halloween. Enjoy it. Spend time with your family. Go spend time with your friends, enjoy it, eat a lot of candy and enjoy it. Everyone loves a good Halloween. Everyone loves candy. And if you're working out, you're stressed, take a little time, enjoy the candy, enjoy the holiday and just
watch some Celtics.
Just enjoy it. Watch some Celtics too, right? And just be a kid again. Enjoy Halloween. Enjoy Halloween.
And before David, you go, I gotta show this picture of Andrew.
I am. It's a bad one. That's not my best costume. It was so funny. The story is I worked at a camp this past summer and it was Wizard Week and I needed to come up with like a game. So I came up with a makeshift Quidditch game. So I hung down hoops from the net. I had 3 different hoops. They used like a little dodgeball and they had the bludgeon, you know what I mean? When you throw the ball at them, they knock them off. Like I gave them all that. I taped the names off of it. So I made them a game to play Quidditch and they loved it. It was an absolute blast. So I dressed up as Harry Potter and had them play it. So any camp counselor out there, it's a good idea. They enjoyed a lot. It was a lot of fun to set up and that was a great memory in my entire life, to be honest. In my entire life, that was awesome.
What was the snitch?
There was no snitch. The only snitch were the kids that like to go snitch on each other. They get mad at each other. Those are the only snitches.
Shout out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these kids love to snitch on each other, man. Something goes wrong immediately. It's straight to the teacher. Man, they do this. And half the time, I'm blowing it off. Half the time, it's nothing. Wait, when you were younger, did your friends ever like put their hand up? And they were acting like they were going to tattle on you or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they just asked to go to the bathroom. What a painful moment. What a painful moment. Your heart drops. It comes back. It's tough. It's a tough feeling. It's a tough feeling. To all my friends that did that to me, screw you.
What about you, David? Though you going out for Halloween, or you rocking the Tessie headband?
I will not be going out for Halloween. I have a big work day ahead of me, unfortunately.
Right.
I work on weekends, so I will be stuck at work from about 4:30 in the morning tomorrow. So yeah, look at this. We're finishing up this recording at 7:45 Thursday night. I will be in work mode 9 hours from now. So I hate that reminder every time I see it, but I will be
Yep.
at work tomorrow from 4:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon. So 13-hour workday. Probably get home and kids will be around my neighborhood trick or treating. Maybe I'll have the energy to hand out candy.
Yeah,
Maybe
that'd be
not.
nice. That'd be fun.
But maybe I'll dress up for work tomorrow. I think they're
Yeah, you
they're
could
letting
do a
us.
little something like that. That'd be fun.
Maybe I'll just
Get
wear
the
this.
guys. Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a pretty low key Halloween for me, unfortunately. But I'll be home in time to watch the Celtics. So hopefully the Celtics.
Hey, that's all that matters, right? That's all
Right.
that matters. You get to watch Celtics.
Big game.
There's always some positive to take.
Exactly.
Griffin, what about you? Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm going out with my girlfriend and my brother. He's going trick or treating. We're chilling. He's gonna be
Okay.
Yoshi. She's gonna be Peach, and I'm gonna be Mario. But
And you're gonna take him out trick or treating?
yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
one last time. And I have a little issue with the Mario thing though, because it gives me more padding in the stomach, and I already have padding, so I don't need any more. But we're chilling out there. We're chilling out there. But go Celtics, and you guys,
Yeah, go
happy
Celtics.
Halloween. Happy
Yeah,
Halloween.
happy
Halloween.
Like to the Celtics fans, like nothing's ever gonna be perfect, but this team is still like a lot of fun to watch, right? Like they're bringing something every night, and I just enjoy being able to watch Celtics again. It's less about the wins and losses; it's more the fact that you get to watch Celtics basketball again, and they have a fighting chance every time they play, right? It's not like they're going in and there's just no chance for them to win. There's a chance, and that's all you can ask for, So that's a good thing. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, exactly. And you said it, you guys. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications to be notified every time we upload. And again, happy Halloween, everyone. Make sure to tune into the recaps to follow up the stats after the game. And we will see you guys next week. Happy Halloween, and we will see you in the next one. Peace, guys.
See ya.